First, let's address the elephant in the room. Do not adjust your cameras. I got my hair done today. Show Marie, Show is Natural. She is on Facebook. You can find her under Show is Natural. Just in case you were wondering, I know my fro is normally big and out there, but I had to get a trim, so uh, yeah. So yeah, IG was messing up, so I don't know why it wasn't live, and it's still not live. I don't know what's happening with IG over here. Um, Oh, it won't allow me to go live because it says I need to update my version of Instagram. I don't know what's happening. So, hey, Love Creations. I guess I'm going to have to update it at some point. But yeah, you wait until I'm ready to go live to tell me I need to update it. So, it won't let me go live. So, uh, yeah, on this phone. And I say that because so I absolutely need to go live on this phone on IG. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to take this phone down and I'm going to um I guess update it very quickly. I don't know how quickly is quickly because yeah, who knows? If it will allow me to update it. Let's see. Uh Play Store, Instagram. Y'all, I am slow because I am older. Y'all don't judge me. Update. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna update IG real quick. Hopefully it's real quick so I can get back on there so we can do this. So I'm gonna tell y'all about my hair, and I just said that because I posted on my IG stories that I was gonna talk about this story on my live. So now the phone wants to mess up, and that's what's happening. So yes. So first, don't adjust your screen. I did get my hair done today. It is straight for a change. As y'all know, my hair is not hardly ever straight. It will not be like this again this year. I don't think. I don't think because I just normally I like to do my hair myself, and yeah, and to get this, I have to to get this done, I have to go and get it done. But I do like the person that does my hair. She is wonderful. She is let's see. I'm trying to add this title even though they don't really care on here, but I like to add a title to all my stuff. I am so sorry. I see people do this all the time. I'm like, why'd y'all go live if you didn't have anything to say? I got something to say. I'm going to tell y'all in a minute. So ASAU. Okay. And we're gonna try this again on IG. Cause yeah, I need to okay. So let me put this camera back up. Okay, there we go. All right, IG. Y'all's trying to fail me, but we're here. We're on IG. We started. Okay, so got my hair done. Show Marie. She did her thing. And I do want to say, so I have this as well. I have an undercut. Mainly because I'm older and I have hot flashes. Like I'm having one now. So this helps with my hot flashes. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it helps for other people, but for me, it helps me. So it helps me with my hot flashes. Hey, Emily. She said, hey, pretty lady, just wanted to say hello since you were live. Thank you. How are you? So, yes, Show Marie. If you can find her, she's on IG under Show is Natural or Show Marie. You'll notice her. She has a big afro. Her afro is bigger than mine. Like she's dope. So she did this. She did the silk press and the haircut. So I got a little bit trimmed at the ends, and like I said, I do this once a year. So don't be alarmed. I haven't changed. It's still me. It's still me. So, story time. So last week I was talking to you about some things, and you all a couple people said they wanted to hear the full story because I didn't tell the full story last week. I just told part of the story. So the story is so I'm gonna start out with some facts before I tell the story. Thank you. Emily said my hair looks amazing, but always a fan of the fro. Yes, like I love my fro too. But every once in a while we gotta get those ends clipped. Gotta get the ends clipped. So couple of facts. So I know I titled this assault on a female, and I did that because that is the charge. That is what the person was charged with that came after me. And so first I want to say what assault on a female is in North Carolina, because sometimes words nowadays, you have to be very careful with the words that you use. And assault on a female is, people are like, what does that mean? You have to be a female. But this is what the law says. This is not me saying this. So the crime of assault on a female under North Carolina criminal law is a misdemeanor criminal offense characterized by a simple assault upon a female person by an adult male. Assaults on a female does not require committing a battery upon the female. So basically, you don't have to touch the female. The person has to be in fear of their life, or in fear of danger, or in fear of, something like that. So assault on female is assault on a female by a male person is classified as an A1 misdemeanor that carries a maximum period of jail of 150 days. So it doesn't carry a lot. So, which, is an understatement. So, hey Jay, yes, I got my hair straight. I see the face. So yeah, you asked for the story, so I'm about to give it to you. So I had to look up the date because when I told you, I found the newspaper article. So this is the newspaper article I kept. So back in 2008, I'm not going to mention the man's name. Back in 2008, so that's 15 years ago, I was working at child support. So that's why I told you I was going to do some child support videos soon. Steve said, "Hey, Rudy, love your hair." Thank you. Thank you. So I was working at child support downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. So on this day, I had training, but I had to run to the office downtown to get something before going the other way to go to training. So sometimes, things happen. Downtown Raleigh, you have to have a parking space. My parking space was like half a mile away, because it was $20 and not $100 and something to be close to the building. And I walk for $20. So I walk half a mile. But since I was running to get something, you know how they have parallel parking close to buildings downtown. So boom, check it. I parked in front of I parked directly in front of Emily said, I was hoping it was still DDS when you said 15 years ago. No, I had already left DDS. Like, yeah. So I parked on the street, and where I parked was right in front of, I'm bad at parallel parking. So let's say that. So I don't parallel park well. This is not my ministry. Just gonna let you know. So what I did was, there were 2 parking spaces. I parked at the space right in front of the barbershop. Right? And I left the space in front of me open because I don't parallel park well, and I just drove in, and I wanted to be able to get out, and I didn't have to back in and pull out and try to get out. So I didn't have a huge car. I think I had a Hyundai Sonata at that time. Y'all don't judge me. I love my Hyundais. So I had a Sonata at that time, and the family, kids, I needed a 4-door. So, yeah. So I parked, and I was getting ready to get out, and I look up in my rearview mirror. This man is behind me waving, "Move up, move up." Like, he is frantic and upset, and it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna move up, but I'm gonna still move up enough so I can get out, because I just need to get in and get out. Like, this is my thing. I want to get in and get out, and I didn't want to be blocked in. So what I did was, I moved up to the second space, but I still left me some space in front of me. So apparently this pissed off this dude. And what he did, so I was sitting in my car, getting my stuff together. And what he ended up doing, he bumped my car. Like, it wasn't like a crash. It was a, if you're sitting in your car and somebody bump your car with a car door, or bump it any kind of way, you're like, did they bump my car? So I was sitting in my car, and I was like, To myself, I'm sitting there getting my stuff together because I had to go run in and grab something. It's like, did he bump my car? So he's right here on my car. So yes, he bumped my car. So this is the cars. So I get out. So he jumped out his car, started heading across the street, actually towards my building. He started heading across the street, and I jumped out and I said, "Excuse me, you hit my car." And I don't know what was going on with him, but he turned around and said, and actually, you know what? So when people say, sometimes you don't remember everything that happened. It was one of those things that I was like, I was literally, and I talked about this fight, flight, or freeze, because we have three. It's not just fight or flight. So I was in that mode because he turned around. Mind you, tall. He had to be, he's 6 something. I'm 5'4". Not fat, but wide build, older. He was older white man. Turned around, came barreling at me. What you mean? I didn't hear all the words he said. I just know he was strutting, coming to me. I ran around my car because I couldn't go between the cars because remember, they're right here. I'm at my car door. So he's coming toward me. I go around the front of my car. He comes around the front of my car. Like he's coming after me and I'm basically running. Back then I had a taser. I didn't even think to get the taser. I just grabbed my phone. I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I just knew I had to get away. So I'm going around, he's coming around. And by the time I got to his car, because, I'm at my car door, we're coming around the front of my car, we go past my car, he's still on my tail, we get to his car. So by this point, because I moved up, he was now parked in front of the barbershop that I was once parked in front of. And what happened, somebody came out the barbershop. Man came out the barbershop. And I don't know if that snapped him out of whatever he was in or if it took him to another place. But when the man came out the barbershop, his sights changed. He had to go all the way back around my car to get into his car because if he'd have kept coming at me, he'd have been, I didn't see the man at first until after I had turned around. So I didn't even know he came out of the barbershop, but he heard the yelling from the man when he was coming across the street. And mind you, all of this is happening very quickly. So this is not something that's happening in slow motion. I'm telling it sounds like slow motion, but it was literally, hey, you hit my car. La, 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 boom, we running. I'm running. He's moving very quickly behind me, like Jason out this thing. Cause I was like, what is happening? Trying to get I couldn't get nothing out my bag, couldn't reach nothing, couldn't get nothing. All I could do was move. So he's on my tail. The dude comes out the barbershop. He sees the man come out the barbershop. Black man comes out of the barbershop. It's the barbershop. He sees him. He goes back around because, mind you, again, he can't go to his car because our cars are touching. If he kept coming towards where we were, he'd have had to come by me and the man at the barbershop. And I think the man startled him. So I was glad the man came out. So man came out. He went back around, jumped in his car, backed up, took off. So I'm on the phone with 911 by then. So during this whole time, I'm running, I'm moving and dialing. Like I'm like, yo, this man's coming after me. I got to call 911. So I called it in, told them what happened. I stayed in the place, in the space. And he took off. I read off the license plate. Boom, that's what happened. So police come and they were like, they were like, he's going to be charged with assault on a female. So this was not me charging him with assault on a female. It was him chasing me, scaring the crap out of me because I didn't know what he was going to do. And then he got charged with assault on a female. Well, come to find out, he was apparently a prominent attorney around and heard through the grapevine that let me take it back. Let me back up. So because this is something else I found out, newspapers, news people, reporters, all of that, apparently they scrub the court dockets to see who has court. So they found out his name was on the court docket and found out what it was about and did all this stuff. So they called him and they called me. And I was like, no, I don't want to give a statement. Like, this is not, anything I want to go further. I don't want to, it didn't need to be publicized. And they were like, we're going to write the story whether you give us a statement or not. So I was like, okay. I told them what it was. They wrote up the report, his pictures in the newspaper. Mine's not, because I'm not a prominent attorney around here. I wasn't even a psychologist at that time. I was still in school working on my degree. So, boom, they print this thing in the paper. So I hear from somebody else who works with me that this person, like, people were going around like, that woman is trying to get him. That woman is doing all this stuff. That girl is trying, making it seem like I'm coming after this person after they literally came after me physically. I didn't report it. I didn't write the article. I didn't know who this man was. All I knew is he bumped my car and he chased me on this one day. Like, I was like the way I react to stuff is completely crazy and different. Like, people, and some people may get it because, you're never alone in your feelings. So when I'm in something, I'm reacting. Boom, boom, boom. I'm doing what I have to do. When it's over, I'm crying. Like, I can't believe this happened. In the moment, I took care of it, called 911, did my thing, did it. By the time I got to my office, I was telling my coworkers I was crying. I was like, I don't know what happened. Like, it was a whole thing. So we went to mediation. My Emily said, PM that name, I'd have called a charge. You don't run up on women, definitely, when you're in the wrong. Exactly. So we ended up going to mediation. Oh, let me read to you what the article said, that they said his attorney said, which is what, I was like, what? So his attorney said, it's the sort of exchange that never should have resulted in an assault charge against either of them. No, it shouldn't have resulted in one for me, because I didn't do anything. I didn't put anybody in danger of their life. I didn't chase anybody. I didn't make anyone afraid. So boom, check it. So when we were there, I guess, people judge people. They look at their skin tone, they see what they wear, they see what's going on, right? That's what they do. They check people and try to figure out where to put them, how to categorize them. So that day I had on, no, they didn't charge me. No, they did not. Absolutely not. So we went to a mediation. So when because I had training, so I didn't have to dress up. Normally for child support, we had to wear certain things, especially if we had court. So I wasn't dressed up. I had a t-shirt and jeans because I was going to training. I was going to be in training all day. Was not going to be at the courthouse. So I didn't need to dress up. So I had on t-shirt and jeans. So he thought, and I was in a Hyundai. So apparently he thought he could do whatever and things were going to fly. And he got this other prominent attorney too. No. So boom, we go to mediation. All I wanted, I'm not going to lie to y'all, all I wanted was an apology. He came through with, I was on medication that gave me rage. I'm sorry you felt that way. He said, oh, I'm a veteran. I was in the military. So sometimes such and such. I was like, sorry. So when he said that, so I sat there and listened. So, because I tried to, but when he hit me with the military, I said, I'm military too. And then they were like, oh, no. Well, it's not about that. I said, well, you said it. So don't play with me. Like, I wasn't saying all that because, I had on my little suit. And I think was my hair like this? I don't remember when I cut my hair. I think it might have been short by then because I did the big chop somewhere in between then. I don't remember. So it could have been short. I don't know. But yeah, it was like, oh, I'm in the military, and sometimes I'm retired military. Actually, I think I was still in. I didn't retire for 2 more years. I was still in the reserves at that time. So I'm in the military. So what you saying? I'm not understanding what you're talking about or what you're saying. So needless to say, we could not come to a resolution in the mediation because I don't think the mediator was ready for me, and I don't think he was ready for me. And it was just one of those things that they just thought was going to just go away and that nobody was going to do anything. And Emily said, well, wait, Jonathan said, oh, wow. Emily said, BS. Emily said, did they charge you? Oh no. Jonathan said, damn. Emily said STFU. Right. And Jonathan sent the angry face. So yeah, so after we didn't meet mediation, we had to go to court. So we went to court, and all he ended up getting, I think he had to go to anger management. You know how people have to do the classes for assaults and all that stuff. That's all he got. And as long as he completed it, I think the charge was going to go away. But I'm like, you're going to go to court. Because if you can't apologize because you can't fix your face or fix your mouth to say, I'm sorry to somebody that you did something to, this mediation is not gonna work. We're not gonna do this, and you're gonna go to court. So he had to go to court. He got charged. I know he probably got somebody to just sign off on some paperwork and go on about his business. But the fact that you had to be inconvenienced was enough for me. So I want to say, I guess thank you to the justice system. I don't know. It kind of worked. But again, assault on a female doesn't hold much. Like that doesn't come with a lot of charges unless it's more, you know what I'm saying? It has to be injury or something like that. So because I didn't have the battery, because it was just assault and not assault and battery, he didn't get more, and more didn't happen to him. But yeah, Emily said good for standing up for yourself. Yes, man, it was a lot. And I will say my ex-husband, we were married at the time. He was there for every bit of it. And I had to hold his hand, keep him down, because and I tell you, he was ready. I was like, no, we can't do this. Like the stuff we doing in life is bigger than this. We're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna let this person, go through the court system, because that's one thing they don't want to do, but they want us to go through it all the time. So he went through the court system just like he should have. Emily said, it is sad assault on a female gets dropped so much. It does. It absolutely does get dropped a lot. And that is part of the issue. So, and that's even because I saw this out. So just imagine how many get dropped when the person doesn't show up, or they say, okay, I'm just going to let it go. Like, how many of those get dropped? And, like I showed up for it and it still got dropped. So, well, anger management and then dismissed, whatever. It got dropped. It wasn't, not much happened, but the inconvenience of life was good enough for me because of who he thought he was. So yeah, so that was that. So, and I want to thank the dude that came out the barbershop when, we talk a lot about men protecting women and protecting women they didn't know. I think he would have done something if he needed to. I think he would have said something if he needed to. But like I said, I didn't know he came out behind me. So his presence, him just showing up and stepping out was enough in that moment. So I just want to commend him for coming out of the barbershop and checking out what was going on as I was running at that time. I thought for my life. Like I said, I didn't know he was bigger than me. Couldn't find my taser, grab my phone. It was a whole thing, but it is over. But I just, things aren't publicized as back even 15 years ago like they are now. So it was a whole thing. I made it through. I'm good. I'm better for it. But sometimes you got to share your stories. I was just thinking today, like people think they're alone in a lot of things, but as soon as you share something, it's like, you know what, something like this happened to me or something like this happened here. You're not alone in your feelings and your experiences. So yeah, so just be mindful of that. Jay said, yes. Oh, yes. Emily said, oh, I would have done something. Oh, white men don't face me. They would have gotten a verbal lashing of a lifetime. Oh, they did. In the mediation was something. Like they like I said, they weren't prepared for my level of I don't even know, polite tongue lashing, because I can give somebody a tongue lashing, they won't even realize it until they gone. And you're not gonna play me like I'm stupid and give me all these excuses about medication, military, tired. I'm sorry you felt that way. Like you're not gonna, I'm not stupid. So all the words that he used, they worked before on other people. But guess what? Guess who's worked in the legal system? Me. I was a paralegal in the military for 12 years. active duty, 12 years paralegal. So do you think I don't know what's going on sometimes in the legal system? Do you think I don't know what you're trying to say when you're halfway using your words? Do you think I don't know what words mean? Don't play with me. So he learned that day. Don't play with me. Don't play with me at all. She said, I'm sure you did. When you said they said you were on meds, I was about to come through the yes, on meds that made me upset. Like when I tell you, people will find the excuses for everything in life. Oh, I was this. Just say you're sorry. Just apologize for what you did, no matter why you did it. Just apologize. That's it. If he would apologize to me, we'd have been done. We wouldn't have gone further. Nothing would have had to happen. Nothing at all. I would have been okay with what was going on. But you couldn't even muster up an apology. Couldn't even say the words, I'm sorry. Well, you said it, but then you said, I'm sorry you felt that way. You don't get away from me. So, yes. Oh, Emily said this story will help other women. Yeah, speak up for yourself. Go through with the charges. Show up. Even if it's somebody you know, if you know, I'm gonna do the domestic violence one later, but we're gonna do that on another live. We're not gonna do that today. But yes, even then. But especially if it's somebody you don't know, go on through with them charges. Shoot. Quit playing with me. So yes. So I'm gonna show y'all. So the people who showed up late. So this is my hair. Show Marie did her thing. Exclusive grooming barbershop did their thing on the undercut. So Nail did her thing with my spider nails today. That's what they're called. Oh, the light's too bright. You can't see it. But it's like a web on my nails. So I got that too. So all right, y'all. I'm on here longer today than ever before. So thank y'all for watching, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me through getting my IG updated so I can get that on board. And yeah, just remember, if y'all want to talk about anything, hit me up. I'll try to put up a poll if nobody's hit me up for a topic. And I mean, I'm always up for a story time. So if I have a story to tell y'all, I'll label it story time so you'll know that's what it is. So thank y'all for joining me on Thursday. Oh, and I have on the right shirt today. My shirt says enough. And all the shirts, or most of the shirts that you see me wear, see, enough. All the shirts that you see me wear can be found on my website, butterflyflow.life. No .com, but a .life. Yes. So www.butterflyflow.life. That's me. You can find all my shirts. You can find my books. You can find my calendar. You can find everything. You can find a lot about me on there. So catch up with me. You'll see the fro. All of that. Y'all didn't realize my hair was this long. This is a lot of hair. And I really love the undercut because it lessens the amount of hair. So, but woo, this is something. And y'all see that gray? Those aren't highlights. Like the shimmer that's in there, that's my gray. That's my gray coming through. Yes. I know I keep doing it because I like touching my scalp. So all right. Thank y'all for watching. So fan base, thank you, Love Creations. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye, fan base. All right, TikTok. Love you. Bye. IG. Glad I got y'all on here. Love you. Have a good one. Bye. And Facebook and YouTube. Look, I'm trying to get off of IG all the way. They don't be wanting me to be great over here. Okay, I'll do it later. Facebook, IG. Love y'all most of all. I mean, Facebook and YouTube. Love y'all most of all. See y'all next week. Thursday, live, 6:30 p.m. Bye.